Hi, welcome to the SmarterLinking program. This video is on taking control of the way you're linking pain and pleasure. Why would you want to do that? Well, because you will start taking control of every area of your life when you realize what's important to you, what you do like, what gives you pleasure, joy, and what you don't like, what gives you pain or sorrow. Now, obviously there's certain things. I'm not talking about bad situations that cause grief, breaking up with somebody, fighting, arguing, screaming, yelling. I'm talking about finding out what gives you pleasure, whether it's music, dancing, nice food, fine wine, spending time together at a restaurant, spending time together at movies or with friends at parties. The way you link certain behaviors determines whether you're going to get the pleasure or the pain. And if you're finding that there's certain things in life that are only causing pain, you're going to subconsciously avoid that. It's going to build up. If you can put up with it for a little while, fine, but eventually it's going to take over, and you're going to, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a job, whether it be an activity, a sport, some sort of friends, if there's more pain involved than the pleasure that you're gaining from a certain situation, a certain relationship, a certain experience, then eventually it's not going to last. It's not going to work. So realizing that you have the ability to take control of the pleasure and the pain, the way you're linking that information. If you have a job and you're not getting along with the boss or somebody at work, if you have a relationship and you're not getting along with, say, let's say your partner, but let's say your partner's brother. You can't break up with your partner because you don't get along with the brother, but you can make sure that you take time and focus your energy on what is important to you, where you gain the pleasure and avoid the pain. Being intelligent about the decisions in your work, in your relationships, with everything in your life, is really the key to being in control of your life. So you can't avoid everything that causes pain, but you can start being more aware of it firstly, and then also trying to control how much you're exposed to something that causes you pain. Now, whether you go to the next level, you want to start talking about whether you like to drink alcohol, whether you smoke, whether you eat too much, whether you don't like exercise. Doesn't matter what activity you're talking about, there's some sort of pleasure and there's some pain linked to everything in life. It's a double-edged sword. Some people exercise too much, then they start getting injuries. So some people like going shopping, but then they don't like looking at the credit card at the end of the month. Everything's got something linked to it, pain and pleasure. Some people like video games, some people like addicted to sex, some people are addicted to, like I said, to alcohol or drugs, but there is a consequence. So when you start focusing or taking control of the way you're linking your pain and pleasure and having some sort of everything in moderation. You know, you can drink, you can eat, you can go to the casino, you can exercise to a certain extent. But when you start taking control of how much pain and pleasure you're linking to every life experience, you have control of your life and those experiences. And like I said, you may be affected by certain things, like I said, in your career or relationships. There are other things out of your control, but you still have the ability to control the amount of pleasure you get from certain experiences and the amount of pain you get from certain experiences or certain relationships or certain situations in life. And when you start focusing on that by having an understanding about this linking process, this linking system, this linking method, realizing that the mind works by linking information. So when you start taking control of everything that you're linking in your life, you start taking control of your life. And when you do that, you're going to be a happier person. You're going to have the right attitude. You're going to you're going to feel different. You're going to feel like you've got control of your life, and you're going to enjoy life a lot more when you start taking control of what you're linking: pain, pleasure, sorrow, joy, happiness. It's all about linking. So start working out how you can start taking control of the way you're linking your life, and you're going to start taking control of every area of your life.